Hello, 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 hello. I'm going to I'm going to try my best, but I played this game many times, so I thought it was a good idea to stream it as part of the retro game week. Um I'm going to play this and a few other retro games that I enjoy. So I hope you bear with me. I've played this game many times, but I may mess up so far. Hello. Um I'm going to to try my best. As you know, this game requires some like strategy, and I don't really have it. I just like playing it. I used to play it many years ago, and I still really love it. So I hope you enjoy it just as much as I do. And yeah, I was so nervous, but I think it would be a good idea to play. Hello, hi, 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 hi. I think it was a good idea to play the game. Um. Since it's fun. So, let me know if anything goes wrong, and yeah. I'm also much comfortable now, with the cushions. I didn't have them last time, so I hope there's no back pain. We'll just have to see how it goes. As I said, this game is really meaningful to me. So, I think I'll have fun, and I hope you do too. Also, let me know if it's too loud, the microphone, because I'm holding it quite close. I'll have to fix that if so. Does the controller work fine? Yeah, there we go. I keep forgetting that the circle and X buttons are switched around because I'm so used to the Switch. So, to get used to it again. It's been a while. I last played this on the PS3 and I think it switched around that one. Also, I'm playing on an emulator, so please let me know if the window outline's still there. It took a while to fix that. Yep, I wiggle. It's because I'm so excited to play it again. I played it many times, but it's always fun to play it again. I think the game's aged pretty well, apart from the thing. I've put many, many hours into it. I think my last playthrough said like 800 because I kept playing it over and over. And also I kept grinding on one place. So, hi hi! I know some people aren't a big fan of RPG, but it's really the only game I'm good at. Because you don't really have to do much. Unless it's the new ones. I'm not really good at those. So, red guy, yay! Yay! Pollution and stuff. Man, I love this sequence so much. I don't have any upscaling or anything, so we're playing it in its usual resolution glory, as it would be then. This also is the original, which means there's a lot of typos and things, so you'll see this guy or sick again. I will fix that weird line in the model in a second, because I realize it's noticeable. I hope you have a fun time eating. Oh yeah, I'm running it on Duck Station. There's like a slight black line in the middle. I need to fix it when it's possible, but... should I keep with the default name or should I change it to Luna? I don't really know if it would fit since... gender bent Luna, maybe? I think I might keep it to the original, because I kind of like it that way. Which one? I think I'll keep it like this because I'm not really sure what else to make the names. Name him Forecast. Yeah, I like the default names. Though some of them are like translated weird, and I like to call them by their original names. Man. Only the upscaled one you can see where like the models line up with a video. I always found that like interesting. Because I always try to like sync up the model with a video. And it looked very good for its time, I think. I can't pause it just yet, so you'll have to bear with the black line for a second longer. Until it's ready. Until I can pause. Because I don't think I can pause at the minute. Yeah, there's like some weird translation things, like obviously this guy or sick, which which makes it kind of charming in its own way, but yeah, I think the ROM hacks that make it more faithful to the proper one and things like that are better. I quite like Final Fantasy 9 and 6 more, but there's like a charm to this one, and with how many times I used to play it, like many years ago now, I know like all of it. I think for like 6 and 9 I still have to look at guides. I admit it, I like following guides for games, I'm not that good at them, but this one I know. Same for Earthbound, which is why that's one of the other things I plan on playing too. Since I know both those games really well. I haven't played any of the new ones because I admit I kind of suck at games. I think turn-based and story games are best for me because you don't really have to press much. And it's slower. But there's too many combinations and I get really confused. Hi Binyo, hi! I'm glad you could catch. I'm playing my favourite game, so I'm definitely more talkative than I were in the last one. I was very nervous, but I think when I focus on games it helps me more. I think it'd be interesting to play. Yeah, I played a bit of that. I think I played every single one up to when it like went to full modern type with like no turn based. Yeah, I definitely like the hand drawn style that they went for after. Final Fantasy 9 has a really nice like watercolor style. Like it reminds me of like a storybook almost. I think one thing that I still mess up on, even after playing it so much, is like getting stuck in corners. Sometimes I'll like run too fast and get stuck, and then you try to like leave the corner, and then like there's like extra like show up mobs, like mobs, show up battles. So it kind of makes it like annoying. It's not like a good thing to come back to, but if you like old games, then it's just something you have to put with, really. Like grinding and stuff. I know it tend to be like annoying. I haven't been using the directional buttons at all. I know they know they're there. I know the original didn't have them, the sticks, so I don't think I could get used to using D-pad anymore. Oh yeah, the card game, I absolutely suck at that. I used to just look at like videos of it because I had no idea really. I also, the one thing that I noticed is like the buttons are flipped. I have to get used to that still. I still keep like pressing the wrong thing sometimes. I have to change the settings usually, but I didn't do it this time to make it like more authentic, I guess. That's why I also haven't like done the upscale or like the remake for like the PC. Yeah. Mm-hmm. So it takes a bit of getting used to, but I think the Nintendo layout's the same as well, so if you just like think it's a Switch controller. I'm playing it with a PS5 controller at the minute, so it's the same buttons really. If I get confused, I can just look down at the controller and it would work. I haven't played the non-turn-based game in like a long time. Because like I said, I can't really do like multiple inputs. I usually like fumble around. Okay, while that's doing that, I'll fix this black line issue. Oh. That one. Uh, Filters. Rock. I think that should be fine. There we go. I don't think there's a black bar anymore. Just let me know if anything else goes wrong and I'll fix it. I don't know if you can see since I cropped it, but I'm playing this on my Mac. I'm surprised there haven't been any graphical issues because I know like the Mac's not very good for emulating since it's a Mac. I'm really dreading the boss fight that comes up because I usually am very, very good at it, but I have to be quite focused, and right now I'm more focused on the other screen than my game. So hopefully I can get through it fine. Oh man. I hope it warms up a little. It's nice and warm right now because I've got, like, blankets and things. I didn't have them last time, I was very cold. Vest materia. It doesn't really do much at the minute, though. It'll come useful later, since it restores your HP and things. But if you pair them on top of other things, it should make it stronger. But it can also affect things like how much HP you have and whatever. I know that combination materia is a really annoying thing to do. You get quite a lot of useless materia by itself. Like all materia. For now, until you can pair it properly and level it up and things. And also like limit breaks, but like for now it's just it's just like this. I guess it's not too hard, but like if you're like me and you don't really pay attention to reading about what it does. Oh, here it is. For this, what I do is usually just do more waiting than actual battling, because then are you supposed to wait? um, I know that there's a translation issue here, where it says attack while it's tail up, but you're not supposed to. Um, I'm glad that they fixed that because it was very confusing back then. But once you get the hang of it, it's pretty easy to do. But what I mostly do is just click wait until it does something and then wait again and then unleash all the attacks after so that you don't get hurt. It's okay to like lose some XP first, but I mean HP, but if you keep going then it's not a very good idea. Here we go. It's in defensive now, so you just press defend for a while. And there's a translation issue. Oops. I think my banner might be in the way. Oops. I can't I can't see it because it's part of an image. Oops. Back. Defend. There we go. When you've played it as many times as I do, it just becomes like common knowledge. But yeah, I wish I knew then. Because when I used to play this, when I first played this, I didn't know how to read really. So I got a lot of things wrong. Can I pause it yet? There we go. So you want me to move the game to the left because this name tag is built into the background, so I can't really move it. I'll move the game and see if that does anything. If I move that here, and then move my model like here, you can see the emulator. Let me just make this smaller. It's not like you really need to see the weight bar or anything. There we go. Now there's no evidence. I'm playing this on totally legit hardware. So trust me. But the thing is about the chat is it's like weirdly cropped, so when it's like showing all the way up here, like where the chat is for me, but like it's showing all the way the bottom for like everything else. So there. If I just do this. There we go. There we go. I think that's a bit better. I'm not really good with sorting out which part fits and whatever, because I know like it's white text on the white background, so it's something I should fix. But if anyone wants to help make layouts, that would be really appreciated because I made this all myself, so there might be some like rough around the edges kind of thing. But I put the chat somewhat in the middle, because OBS doesn't let me resize it to fit. Last time it did, it went like over here, like up to the game. You can't see my mouse, but it goes like up over the screen, so I had to resize it there. That would be helpful. Hi. I'm so happy you're here. I've paused the game for a second to sort out the layout because, as you can tell, it's all over the place. Right now, the name's over the top of the game, and I'll have to fix that so that the names are separate asset to the background because currently it's like part of it. So if I move the name, it'll move the whole background. If I try and move the game on top of the logo, it'll go on top of the layout as well. So you'll have to bear with the scuff for a while until I've fixed it all. But hopefully you can see everything. I've left everything important to be viewed. Obviously you don't really need to see the weight or anything, so that's why the model's there, but you can still hopefully see everything. I always like the tension when you're waiting for the tail to come up. uh, mm, that just that animation, or was it for that? Okay. You always have to make sure that the camera isn't going to move to the next attack, or else you'll fail. Imagine failing on the first battle. I used to do that many times, but I like to think that I've improved since then. A lot of what I do is just defend, though, because, like, you can't go wrong with just defending over and over, and it also gets, like, the limit up if you get attacked, which you can use right at the end and do more damage. I guess I could, like, heal while I wait, but I don't really like using, like, the potions on the first battle or anything. There we go. Now I can release this on it because it's a robot. And... you know, lightning always gets robots. I hope the audio levels are okay. I had to turn the game volume down a bit because it was way louder. Mac doesn't really have like a specific window audio thing. So it's all like at the same level of audio altogether, so I had to configure it that way. Maybe it's my fault for using Mac, but it's very comfy using a Mac. There we go. I first played this on the PS3, I think, because we had like a ton of games saved on the PS3, like moved over from like other data. So I used to play it like all the time when my brother was away, because like we had like specific time slots of how long we could play, you know, back then. Like, he would have time for his work and play. But, and I guess it's kind of embarrassing saying about the PS3 like that, because, like, you think, oh, it's not that old, but then you go and realize how long it's been. Yeah. I don't have any younger siblings, I'm the youngest. Like, you think, like, 2000s games are, like, young, and then you think 90s games are, like, normal age, but like then you come to realize that both of them are considered like retro games now, which is really weird. Anyways, we go back up now, right? If I recall, it'd be really embarrassing if I got this wrong, huh? Doop de doop. Oh yes, there we go. We didn't really use consoles that much. We were mostly like PC gamers, using like 98 and XP. We used to like play like a lot of CD-ROM games. I've heard people consider the Wii retro, which is very odd. Because I remember setting that up and everything. Maybe I shouldn't dawdle too long. This is the time limit. But I never really failed this. Oh, people still... I've heard people say, like, the 3DS is retro, which is very odd. I'll never consider, like, the 3DS retro, because that was, like iPhone era, with, like, late YouTube and everything. Whoops. If that lasted any a few seconds, I would have accidentally hit my teammate. That would be good. Run! Did I... Whoops. There we go. Am I going the wrong way? Oh. Run! Run! Yep, I think I went the wrong way. Did I? Did I go the wrong way? Oh yeah, I know this game like the back of my hand, I said, but yeah, I always forget which way's which if I'm not paying attention. I could be wasting time here, but I might be going the right way. Oh yeah, like the item drops. I always like doing that. There we go. Thankfully I'm the right way. Okay, now it's there. Hello. I did. I tried my best, and I think I'm doing pretty well. You played the game less times than I did. Fuck. What am I doing? Honestly. I went the wrong way. I'm sorry if you can hear my clicking. One thing I'm embarrassed to admit is that when I used to play the PS3 version, I'd use the ×3 speed a lot. Because I hated waiting. Yeah, that's still something I need to fix. I'm gonna have to stop looking at the screen so often because I'm running out of time. I'm never gonna get out of time because I'm too busy thinking. I'm too busy looking at the chat. Is this it? No. Which way? Oh yeah. Jesse. Nope. More like Battle. Okay, I'm gonna try my best. Because, it's really embarrassing failing on the intro scene of all things. I am. It's a very comforting evening. Playing a game I'm used to. Finally being warm and not having back pain. The thing is, I think it counts pause menus and things as time going down, so if I ever pause it to fix, like, stream or whatever, I think it still counts down. But I'm not entirely sure. Come on, Jesse. Jesse! And then... Wedge. Nope, that's Biggs. Fake fan. Chair and wall. Yeah. I got that sorted. The way I sorted it is just by making the microphone go to my bed and I just sit against the wall. So I apologize if like the microphone falls over. Which I don't think it will. But would it be really embarrassing to heal right now? I promise I would have done better if I weren't so distracted. Where am I going? Oh yeah, I love cutscenes because then I can rest my hands. I quite like the part between like the action near the end and like the boring bits at the start where it's like kind of calming. Obviously like the ending part is amazing, but like I like the middle part because it's like kind of comfy. I think they really improved her in the remake one. Yeah, I think like you sometimes like speed up the fights because you get bored, but then you realize how empty the game feels like without all the things to do. Like sometimes when I don't feel like playing it properly, I like embarrassingly like use save files and cheats. But like I realize that it's really boring to play it that way because like you're missing out on like the experience and things and like improving and learning what to do. Because I feel like the grinding helps towards like playing it better in like the future. So if you just like play cheats all the time, you're obviously gonna like suck major ass at it after. There's the flower girl. Aerith slash Eris. If you're wrong. Excuse me. Uh, should I go for that one? Because I know it helps towards like something in later in the game. Hmm. I think I might go with a nice one. I'm a nice guy. Don't see many flowers around here. I want the girl. There we go. 70 girl. You know? I feel like if I, sometimes throughout this game I'll start like quoting like playthroughs, so I apologize for that, but it's like really fun. I love the playthroughs of this game. Is it like pickpockets? I need to remember about that. Don't pick my pockets! Hmm. That one. This is upgrade. I love like planning ahead for things because it feels like super satisfying when you get like the battles and everything like perfect. There's like things like when you like get your team ready like for like things and you get like the proper equipment or whatever and it feels so nice to play it after like so long of grinding. It feels like it all comes together. I did that with Metopia, which I want to play again sometimes, but I like didn't like all the reading. I feel like it was empty without the reading though. Item. There we go. Run. Later. There we go. No? There we go. You have to be quick pressing it. I keep forgetting which button's which, so... Later! Let me jump! I'm gonna jump. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do a sick flip. Man, but it's so boring. I can get free XP later. Besides, I've done this many times. Trust me. Yeah. For example, in Metopia, before you fight like the final thing, you can go to like these two other areas and like do some quests, even though they're like really hard. And you can get like everyone leveled up because you need kind of like all of them at the same level because there's like a part in the end where they split and you have to play as each party, kind of like they do in like old RPGs, but it's like really like paying off to come to fight like all the things in like the other islands and whatever before you fight like the final boss. Because there's like something that really happens during that fight that makes it like necessary to have like high levels for everything. Yeah, I quite like it because they like really like fleshed out the story because like what's like a 2 minute intro for the original is like a full like cinematic like 10 minute moment in that game. I quite liked it. I I played a bit of it myself, but I mostly watched my brother play it because again, he's better at no like modern games than I am. How would I know? I can't help but think about the Let's Play that Oni did because they made like all the names really funny, like Italian names. So it's all I can think of. Hi hi. I just love like videos like that because they're like good background noise. But like if you watch them as many times as I do, it becomes like part of your vocabulary, and then you find yourself quoting them. So if you play like the thing that it came from, you're like, oh no, I can't remember what's real or what's parody anymore. I think it's kind of the same for like songs if you know the parody version first. Yeah, I quite like the light on there. I also like this slow noise. I don't really like trains, but like in games they're nice. Phew. I like the original version rather than the PC version because they have no mouths. I think it has the charm art style. When I made my own Luna Final Fantasy model a long time ago, I did the one where they don't have a mouth because it looks funnier that way. Also, it's a fully streamable model, so I think I could stream this game while using my Final Fantasy model. It might be janky though because it's like low poly 3D and like tracking with that is like a pain. You wanna look at this with me? This is a good like scene to like just rest because you don't really have to press much. Oh yeah, that reminds me. I also did make a Minecraft VTuber model, but I don't use it. That's why I added Minecraft to one of the list of games to play because I have the skin and it would fit well. But like, I don't know how to make Minecraft interesting since it would just be like building and whatever. I know there's like the whole storyline that you can do, but I'm not like too into it because like the whole nostalgia factor of like just building and not really thinking about it's my kind of thing. I love the original version of Legacy, like the super old updates, because we used to go on every morning and see what was added. So it's kind of like that feel that I just can't like get used to doing anything otherwise. Yeah, that would be a fun idea. It's just having to make models for each game. The closest thing I can do is like have assets or like thumbnails to match it, but I hate the dark. Hmm. You can see the surface. Is that like an Undertale? Yeah, I used to love like the whole like extra work needed to mod the game back then. Like when you used to play on like Vista and things. I think it was Vista or it maybe was 7. But I used to like do all like the weird like extra modding steps and like the whole like mystery behind like the meta info, like oh don't delete it. And I used to think it was like the scariest thing ever, but I think it's way easier to like mod it now though. I obviously use like the whole package. Like I'm not used to playing it without shaders anymore. Though I can easily play the 360 version. There's a mod that completely changes it to look like the console version though, which is neat. I like it that way. I like the whole like industrial kind of feel to this. Like the wasteland kind of look. It's really nice. I like how they did the graphics. I don't really like the new ones because they upscaled it all weird. But it's definitely nice. I like the pixelated look. I'm a huge sucker for like old stuff and like old 3D renders and everything. There's something like charming about it. That's why I made those low poly models like a while back, because they're just like really fun to make. And I love the polygons. Yeah, that's exactly what I was thinking of when I was saying that. Like the image came into my mind of it. Especially like the original ones for like the early computers. I love like the metallic like look. This is my favorite scene. It's just how like cute Marlene is because she was like so shy, and then like near the end, she's like a daughter everyone would love to have. Tifa. Oh yeah, I don't remember what to do now. Go here. Oh yeah. I don't really know how I feel about games that have like the fake retro look, because a lot of them just put like filters over, and it's not really like my thing, that kind of thing. When I did the Final Fantasy model of Luna, I did use Tifa as a reference point. So yeah. I do have like other favorites from Final Fantasy's franchise as a whole, like Eiko, because she's super cute. I used to have her as my wallpaper and things. If it was in this game, my favorite would probably be Yuffie. I do like this song. It's very comforting. It's got like kind of a motherly vibe to it. Like the whole coming together thing. There's a lot of nice music in this game. I do like the graphics of both PS1 and PS2. They've got like a feel to them. I am more biased towards the PS2 because of the music used in it. There's a lot of games that use like this certain like drum and bass music that really encapsulates like the era, but there is very good PS1 ones too. Oh dear. It made everyone sad or angry. Hi hi. I'm glad you can make it. I like the evolution of like his character. I like back when he'd like had like sass and things and it wasn't just like sad. Yeah, there's kind of like two sides I like. Like playing on the original hardware is really nice, but like for like accessibility and like using like things to improve the game, emulators are definitely good. Since you don't have to like plug in everything, you can just use your computer and go. And also like you don't need a capture card. It's funny because I have a computer dedicated fully to emulation, but I'm not using it right now. Because it's just like way comfier to use the Mac at the minute. Hi hi! Hi Mimi. Yeah. I think like the weird like PS1 and PS2 like two computer things look really blurry and weird. And like here we have like a different refresh rate, so you have to like configure that. I love this scene in like the movie and things. I think it was the anime actually, not the movie. It's I love these short anime series. Cause like there's a bunch of things that go into the lore of the game. And like as a huge nerd of it, I used to watch nothing but videos of it all the time and like stories and like fan fiction and other things. And like I'd talk to people I knew in person about it and it would be all I talked about. It means a lot to me, this game. I've played it so many times, but I like all the story part of it, which is really cheesy because like a lot of stories and like RPG games are all over the place. Yeah, I like the cleanness of it. Like with like new displays, you have to like find ways to upscale it to make it look sharp, but like the CRT goes really well with like the pixels. I really like the sky in this one. It looks very pretty. If I could, I'd commission like artwork of like Luna in this scene because it looks really nice. Like this pot right here. It would be really nice to have like a wallpaper of it, I think. There's a lot of really good scenery in these games though. We have one right now. We used to have one that we've had for like 30 years or so, but we had to like throw it away because it took up too much room. But then we found a Trinitron CRT, for a good price. So now that's there. It's there for like the Dreamcast and whatever, to have like background visuals. I used my N64 on it, but because it's like a different region, it was all in black and white. But I think that really added to it. You don't really have to think about that anymore, like which components to use and like regional differences anymore. Oh yeah, I know about that quote. It looks really nice. I love like pixel art because like you can put so much detail in it. There's like something nice about pixel art and like retro art, I think. Like 3D games are good, don't get me wrong, but there's a lot of games that are really good in pixel style. Like obviously like the Mother series. I love the art style of Mother 3, it's so nice. But yeah, I like this game. I think it was a good idea to stream it because obviously it's my favourite. I can talk over it, and also like we can talk about it together because obviously like lots of people know about this game. Because if I played like a game that's obscure, it would only be really me that knows about it. Yeah. I think I already shared it on Twitter before, but I made my own sprite sheet for Mother 3 of Luna. Bum 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 bum. If I could, I'd mod Luna into the game, but you have to like make sure like all the color palettes are the same for it to look fine. I didn't want to go for all that. Meow 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 meow. I don't know how to use materia. I don't want to go through it. It's such a long tutorial. Like I could just like read upon it anyway. Like at a later time. Like if I need like a quick like learning of what it is I would get in like overview. But I just don't like reading through it because it like breaks like the flow. I really like the lights in this area, it's very like atmospheric. I also like her part in like the later part of the game, if you know what I'm talking about, like the certain market area with all the lights and like everything, and like that area on the far left. Like when you go like through like the curtains and everything, it's really nice. I think it encapsulates like the Japanese market, how that looks and things. And like the adult place being behind curtains and whatever. Bow 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 bow. I like how this emulator simulates like the loading times of the console to make it seem like it's actually doing something. I really like that. I'm sorry if I'm looking up a lot. My screen is hooked onto the wall and I put it on my second display. Yeah. That's one thing I don't like new like games where they had like unnecessary like ray tracing or whatever, because like it just like it's like a blend of lights and like filters. Ba, ba, ba. That's because there's a threat. Like the alarms. I don't like that scene. Too much thinking. But like if you play it so many times, I guess it's just like easy. I like all the industry part of it, because like there's like the big company. It's kind of like comforting because it's like the stories you'd expect for these like old games. Like there's a big evil, but also I like the way it blends fantasy and kind of like realism, like quote unquote realism, as real as Final Fantasy can get, with like this idea of pollution and everything. It's a very different take to how they were doing with the stories, because like Final Fantasy VI was like royalty and like magic and everything, like with like Terra or Tina. I'm impressed. One of my other favorites apart from this game is 9, like I said. Rod. Who did it? Oh, 12 seconds. That's not good. I can't look at anything else but the game at the minute. Run! Run! Whoop. Blinding there. I was thinking of getting the plugin for the VTuber model that does like adaptive lighting. So like when moments like that happen, it'll light up the model. I think that would be like a fun, like neat little thing to add. Like those ones where it has like ambient light. Yeah. I think it would be nice to add, but it looks like a lot of work to do. I'll have to get this like sorted in my own time, and then we'll see how it looks. Oh yeah, there's also like an obvious like kind of epilepsy warning for this. It's like an overlay plugin that you add to do like lighting that goes based on like how the game is. But like I don't really want to set it up. I'm gonna jump. No. I feel like that would be really dangerous. Obviously. But like, it's like exciting in a way. Hmm. Do 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 do. I remember in one part, if it's this part or later, like if you run the complete wrong way, you can find like hidden items or whatever, but like there's tons of battles and it just goes on like forever. But there's also a place later in the game where it's like different rooms you can go into, and it's like kind of a maze in a way. Do 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 do. Wow wow. It's kind of like sneaky sound in this music, isn't it? VC Face is a software that uses 3D VTuber models. Same with V Magic Mirror. It lets you like put props and things on top of it if that's what you're looking for. I know a lot of 3D VTubers also use VR chat, but if you want like a simple VTubing software like this one but for 3D, there's VC Face. That's what I used to use on my old model. I'm stuck. That's the one thing that I have a pet peeve of, is when you get stuck and like you try to move but it triggers a battle. Mm-mm-mm. Yeah, sometimes it can be like really demanding on the computer. That's why on my really, really old streams, I couldn't really do anything, and that's why I didn't go far with it, because like all I could really do was like chat or draw, because like everything else was too demanding. That was on my super old account though. That's why there's only 2 videos, but I'm happy now I have like 3 or 4 computers so I can do multiple things. Bobo. Oh yeah. Was there... which button was it again? I can't remember. Yeah. I have many computers and I think I want to get more. I recently put Linux on the laptop. So I have 1 Windows, 1 Mac, 1 Linux. The Linux I'm planning on doing the gaming part on and streaming it that way, because like there's tons of space for games. The computer is for like emulation side because I like to work with virtual machines and things. So that's what that one is for. V Magic Mirror, yeah. I think it depends on the settings, but it uses like see-through overlays and things like that. And it also uses like full hand tracking, so I guess it depends on what level of tracking you're planning on doing. How do I turn the thing back on? You know the thing with like the triangles with where the items and things are? Do you remember how I can turn that back on? I know there's this. Oh, I think that's it. I think I got it. There we go. It wasn't showing it before. It was select. I forgot to mention as well before, I also have a computer that we completely built for like retro games. It runs on XP and has like all old hardware. It was best for its time. But I heard that is probably like better alternatives to XP so that you can go online. But I just leave it offline all the time because it doesn't have a Wi-Fi card in it. But it was fun to make it. It makes me feel like I was back then building a computer. If we had the money to have like the best parts at the time, it was refreshing. If I could, I'd have a different computer for every type of OS. But I think that would use a lot of power and space, so... We have like physical copies of like Underground 2 and stuff, so we use the XP so it could run uh, better on it, because like it's got all the drivers needed. I felt like maybe a retro racing game would be a good idea for a stream, but I'm not really good at them. So I think it'd just be like a lot of crashing. But like on my 3DS, I did a emulation of Gran Turismo 1 and went through all the licenses. I think that was a fun experience for me because I like suck at those games. Is it here? I think that's where you peek. No, that's later in the game. I don't know which way's which again. Why do I keep going the wrong way? Backwards. I know that this game had like a super old release as well. Oh, my controller's flat. Isn't that great? I know there was a release of this game like many years ago that was for old computers. I think it was Games with Windows Live. and it was just like a really basic port. Yeah, I think my controller's flat. Great. But I did play that one a lot back when. Do I have a cable? Let me check. Okay. I'm going to have to sit awkwardly so that I can reach, because the cable's not that long. Connect, please. If you may. Hello! I'm currently trying to fix my controller in a way that doesn't make me sit all the way forward. There we go. Wow, 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 wow. Disconnected again. I might have to use a keyboard, though keyboard controls are very, very annoying. But I guess I'll have to do until I charge it again. So we'll probably play like a 20 minutes extra and then finish for today so that my controller can charge up. But I'll be playing this game again Thursday and Earthbound tomorrow. So that's the plan. I'm sorry about background noise again, obviously, but I'll have to charge my controller. But I had fun. I hope you did too, and I hope to see you again. Yep, we'll have an Earthbound stream tomorrow, and then Final Fantasy again the day after. So I hope you look forward to it. I had a lot of fun playing. Obviously, I have to charge my controller. I should make sure that it's charged again for next time, so it doesn't happen again. Thanks for watching. I didn't want it to end this early because obviously, like, I want it to be like 1 hour 30 each stream. I went a bit over the time this time because I had to fix something. But there won't be that much scuff next time, so the stream will be longer. So we'll hopefully get further than the intro part of this game. So I can't wait to see you again. Thank you. Bye bye. Oh, and yes, I will save the game while it's off, so we won't lose any progress. Take care too. I hope you will see my stream again tomorrow. I will be playing Earthbound, like I said. I've already got it ready for then. And that's yet another game I know from start to finish, so it will be a comfort stream again. Hopefully it all goes smoothly. And yeah. Thank you for all the people that came today. I was surprised to see how many people are here, especially at this time. Yeah, I would have played it longer if my my controller was working because the keyboard sucked, but it'll be a longer one. I'm sorry for it being short again. But yeah, I'll quit yapping for now. I think I definitely did better than last time because I definitely talked more. Yeah, I do have a backup controller, but it's somewhere, and there'd be like an interlude of me trying to get it. So yeah. Okay then. Thank you. Bye bye. Again.